there was a apartment complex, I think on Fawcett Street, and I painted the whole apartment complex. So it was this big building, and I painted this giant unicorn with an elf riding it on the side of it, and some big elves sitting on mushrooms on the front, and it just gave that neighborhood like it, the reactions were mixed reviews on that one. Some people were like, just like, wow, this is the coolest thing ever. And then some people were like, why are you turning our neighborhood into like a kindergarten playground, dude? Like there was like some people taking it way too seriously. I'm like, wow, but that was up for quite a while. They ended up tearing that building down eventually. Like I went to like show somebody, you got to see my Tacoma mural, and I drove there and the building is gone. So, and that was a few years back, but yeah, I don't really get a lot of work in Tacoma, but I got more work in like Bellingham and Portland and kind of the surrounding areas. But there is a lot of good artists here, though.
Yeah, I don't know if you've seen it on my social media, but there's a mural down on Dock Street. The word empathy.
Oh, okay.
And it's just the word empathy, and it's done in rainbow colored blocks.
Oh, cool.
Or a rainbow of different colored blocks.
Yeah.
And it's like so cool.
Yeah. And then on 6th Ave, there's quite a few cool things too.
Yeah. 6th Ave's cool for that.
Yeah.
Let me see here. Okay, I don't know where it went. That one's gone. Okay, never mind. I'm not going to pull that one up because I can't find it. Okay, and like, so what are your, aside from COVID and everything?
Yeah.
What are your with COVID aside, if you were, had freedom to paint wherever, whenever, what are your artistic goals?
Just complete world takeover, and then I'm going to colonize Mars with Elon Musk and take over that planet too. Yeah.
So you're gonna paint the solar system.
Yeah. Just one planet at a time. I'm not in a huge rush.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't worry about logging the other planets. Just paint the trees too.
I might throw one on the moon on the launch before the launch.
Nice.
Yeah.
Have a Henry flag up there next to the U.S. flag.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. Explore the dark side of the moon, I guess. I don't know. I think like what I really want to see happen is, well, lately I have some like lofty ideas of what I want, and then I'm also in this space with like kind of like inside my soul, I guess, like where I just want to like let go and trust more, and not be quite as ambitious, but like let more just like the universe come to me and offer opportunities. So I have like, there's like kind of two sides kind of battling each other inside of myself, and trying to find like some balance and unity. But like one side's like, I want to be in museums. I want like multi-million-dollar budgets, and I want like just because I think it'd be fun, like I've been completely homeless, living out of a backpack, living in vehicles, all sorts of stuff. Like I can be poor, I'm good at it, but like I'm kind of at a place where like, yeah, give me a few $1,000,000 in like a year and a space, and I want to show you what I can do, and I want to like blow your mind,
Yeah.
And so there's that like and I just think I think it'd be blast, to like, hire the people I want to hire, and build big interactive installations in museums that people could like, enter these Henry universes and really get some, access to what's in my mind, and if I could, the more I can share that, the better. And then there's this other side of me that's like, just let go, and let it be, and just be in the day and be in the moment and do what you do. And so there's kind of this like, I have these big goals, and then I have this other side, and then maybe there's even this third side that's like, and I think it's the most important aspect is the inspiring of others, and that's kind of out of my control too. Like I don't know what I do and how I do it inspires people, but I get a lot of feedback that I am inspiring people, and I want that to continue. And so I think I have to have like some ideas of where I want to go, and then I have to like, but really inside myself, I want to just like, like if like this is like if your fist is you wanting something really bad, and it's clenched fist, I want this, I want this, I want this, but I want to like be like this, like I want to be the open hand that's like relaxed and just like letting the universe kind of fall into it, and then taking this and like playing with that material more than like going and getting what I want in the world. Like it's just more like I feel like I get to be more intuitive that way, and be more present, and really like coming at this thing from an angle of like, I'm not in control of the universe. Like the universe is doing what it's doing, and I want to play with it,
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I totally get what you're saying there,
Yeah.
It's like, sort of like, yeah, it's like, putting all your energy into it and using up, basically burning yourself up.
Right.
And you want to find a balance trying to find a balance between that and just letting go, like they say in the 12-step program, let go and let God. You just want to let go and, let the universe, happen.
Right. Yeah.
And happen as it will, and but yeah, I totally hear what you're saying there. Sort of almost like, correct me if I'm wrong, but it's sort of like almost like you've been burning yourself up for so long. Now it's like, you just, okay, well, I put out enough of myself. I just want to see how the universe responds to that.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Yep.
Okay. Right on.
Yeah. Yeah. And just like, sometimes you miss the opportunities if you are going so strong in one direction. And there's all this stuff over here going, hey, like, this is cool. And you miss it because you're like, I'm going for this thing. And there's all this cool stuff around, and you're missing it because you're so zeroed in on this thing, and you never really can get there until you like realize that you already have it all, and I think like, I think that's kind of like, like some big realizations that I'm kind of going through is like, I don't need what I thought I needed, what I need is kind of what I have, and like, and that's kind of been true the whole time, and like, I've always had what I needed, the whole journey. And I've like been like, wanting, like I kind of get obsessed, and I want to grow, and I want my business to grow. I want to like, I want to get to the next level. I want to get to the next level. I want to get to the next level. And it's like, maybe it's about the journey and not the end product, and, yeah, so
Yeah.
maybe it's just becoming a more healthy person. I don't know.
Oh, yeah, definitely. It's like, at times I've thought, okay, cool, during these highlight moments
Yeah.
during my life, I've thought, okay, I've made it,
Yeah.
and then it's like that highlight moment, whatever's holding it up just comes crashing down.
Yeah.
Of course, I would have helped if I'd built, if there was a good foundation.
Yeah.
But regardless, that
Right.
highlight sort of
Right.
just totally dissolves, crashes, whatever.
Yeah.
And it's like on to the next.
Right.
And
That's exactly it. Yeah.
It's just part of the journey.
Yeah. 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 It always does kind of like those highlight moments do like go away, and you're left with kind of the void again or whatever. And then it's another opportunity to be present and recreate your life again, and it comes in like microscopic and macroscopic. Sometimes it's big, like everything in your, like you get a car wreck, and then everything, like you, like all of a sudden, like all the shit happens and you don't have anything, and you're like, maybe you lose everything and you have to really start over in your life. And then sometimes it's just the little things, like little micro highlights in your life that go away, and you have to like, but it's always a constant, like, I think Madonna is a good, like, archetype of like recreating herself, someone that's like recreating herself. And like, and we got to witness that in our lifetimes. This one person, Madonna, we got to like witness this creative being recreate herself every few years over and over and over again. Like, it's the new Madonna, it's the new Madonna, and that's like, oh my gosh, that like she was onto something really cool, and we got to like watch that happen over the course of our lifetimes. And that's kind of like what we have to do to, like, as like creative people that are on this adventure. Like you like write books and you do podcasts, and you're living your best self, and you're doing your creative life. And sometimes those things don't work as you want them to, or they're working for a while and then they stop working. They're like, why the hell is this ain't not working the way it was? And you got to just like, it's time to Madonna up, and like recreate yourself. Mm-hmm. And add a new thing and do a new thing.
Actually, what you're saying there about recreation and everything, and what you were saying earlier about inspiring people, I can tie those two together real quick. Is I was watching you and your post when we connected on Facebook. I was watching all your posts a few years ago about doing all your paintings, and then we went to your one show up there in Ballard, and I forget. Well, actually, I've been to 2 of your shows up there, but the first one,
you went to Working Class Hero?
Yeah, it was Working Class Hero.
Yeah,
I was trying to think of the name of it, but yeah, Working Class Hero.
That's where you showed up with your top hat.
Yeah. And
I was like, yeah.
But I remember after that show, I had been inspired by seeing you paint and everything, and seeing your paintings. Yeah. And so that's when I got into painting. I figured, I want to get into painting. It's a very creative outlet.
Right. Yeah.
And so I started painting, did a few paintings. Yeah. And I did have 2 paintings in the Swedish MS Center's art show.
Okay,
at
cool.
the Seattle Center. Yeah. A year later or whatever.
Right. Yeah. Oh, and I remember that, man.
Yeah. And I still have them. I have them
Right.
at home.
Cool.
Of course, I still have them. I haven't
Yeah.
sold any, but
Yeah.
the MS No More, and then the Brain on MS one.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Cool.
yeah, I just, and then it's like I painted for a while, and that wasn't doing it, and so I just let it go. And
Right.
here years later,
Yeah.
now I'm able to do podcasts. And
Right.
after I wrote my book, met
Yeah.
Gary Vee. Now I'm doing my podcast, and I'm on actual, this is a radio, so
Right. Yeah.
it's a radio show.
Yeah. It's awesome.
Yeah, it's just life is a total is one long journey,
Right.
and
Yeah.
a creation or recreation process.
Right. Yep. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Definitely.
where it's like if one thing doesn't work, you got to change it.
Right.
Recreation.
Yeah.
Change avenues.
Right. Yeah. And people do it in relationships and where they live and everything, and like it's, this relationship's not working out. We got to restructure it. Like maybe we're not meant to be like partners, but we can still like each other and support each other in a different way. Or like it's not working out that I'm living in this spot because the rent's too high, or like it's not meeting my needs of where I need to be, so I'm gonna move and I go do this thing. And like everyone's like recreating themselves, but like once you're like really aware that that's what you're here for, then when you have to recreate yourself, you're like, well, that's what I'm here for. Not like, oh shit, I gotta move, like this is hard and this and that. Like you're just like, this is what we do. We are constantly transforming, and once you've kind of embraced the fact that like life is about change and you have to change, and you're just a changer, like rather than like a